Hey everybody, it's Rachel. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing another spirit art reading today. A spirit art reading is basically when the spirit realm wants to use communication and art together to do mediumship reading. Before I get into the reading, which I will be doing soon here, I wanted to talk a little bit about tarot. These are two of my paintings behind me. One is Queen of Cups and one is the Princess of Swords. And they're both archetypes in tarot. Sometimes I go to classes and then sometimes I also meet people and we talk about esoteric subjects and people are like, okay, tarot's evil or tarot's dark, or I only use oracle cards because tarot is bad. Tarot is not bad. Tarot is a tool like anything else. Like, is a pen intrinsically bad? No, a pen is not bad. Even though you have some people that have used it for nefarious purposes, it's just a tool. Just like a telephone. Is a telephone bad? No. Can a telephone be used for nefarious purposes? Absolutely. Just like anything else. Tarot's not bad. So when I hear about people using oracle cards only, I think oracle cards are great. But I also think that oracle cards are very general, and if that's the sort of message you want, that's fine, because it's all about the recipient and how you receive the message, if you're even willing to receive it at all. Tarot is a more specific type of card reading, more so than oracle cards, because tarot deals with archetypes. So what's an archetype? An archetype is like a stereotype, except it's for a type, like a personality type. And sometimes tarot can even tell you more specific things like hair color and eye color, but basically it's a personality type. And tarot can also tell a story. And does that mean tarot's evil? No. Like a lot of things that are kind of in the magic realm or in the esoteric realm or in the occult realm, which only means hidden, these practices are built on what would be called a ritual. And so basically you are taking all of the past rituals and then you're building upon it with your own version of it. So if I do a tarot card spread for a client, it is like a ritual in the fact that I am pulling the same type of energy that has been provided for the last who knows how many years of other tarot card readers reading cards for their clients or their family members or their friends. So that's what a ritual is. It's not just the present ceremony, you're also building off of the past ones before it. And since I work with the light, since I work with Mother Mary, I work with the Holy Spirit, I work with angels, I have nothing to be afraid of as far as anything coming in that's negative. It basically doesn't happen. If something is to come through that seems like it could be a concern for the client, it's for their highest and greatest good. So there's nothing bad coming through. So basically, if you're out there and you're like, I don't know, I still think tarot's evil because she said ritual and ceremony. I mean, getting into your car every day is like a ritual, because if you're getting in your car and you have a population of people that are horrible drivers, you're probably going to be a horrible driver too, because they're all horrible drivers. And because of the cosmic laws in place, you do pull on the energy of the other drivers on the road, and therefore you are connected with them. So if everybody else is a bad driver, you could very well be a super bad driver. So that is a ritual. Brushing your teeth in the morning is a ritual. Getting your hair cut is a ritual. Breakfast is a ritual. Every meal of the day is a ritual. And just like those rituals, pulling cards and pulling a spread of tarot cards is a ritual. And any sort of negative polarizing aspects or positive polarizing aspects are going to be based off of who is leading the ritual. So like for me, it'd be like, where do I stand spiritually? What is my relationship with God? What is the greater purpose of the tarot reading? That is what is going to decide whether the tarot spread is for good or for bad. They're basically, those two things don't really exist, especially if I already know that I'm coming from a positively polarized space of love, and that is where I'm pulling my cards from. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that as long as tarot is being given in reading form that is from a place of love and spiritual depths and understanding and for the greatest good of the recipient, it's good. Like, it's a good thing. If you out there are gonna get a tarot reading for somebody and like you meet the tarot card reader and you're like, oh, I don't know, this person, I don't get a good feeling, then that's your prerogative. That is what you feel, and that you should follow your gut, because that's what intuition and all of this stuff, that's what life is trying to teach you, to be yourself and follow your gut and follow your higher self and what you think is right. So I know that was a long way of saying it, but basically tarot is not evil. And here are some of my tarot paintings, and they're archetypes. So Princess of Swords has certain qualities that give her this archetype and this appearance, and that is going to describe somebody of how they are in a general sense. And then that is going to be a different personality type than Queen of Cups over here, who has a different disposition, a different goals, a different look, and also different astrological qualities as well. So now that we have discussed why tarot is not evil and people should stop saying it's evil, because it's not, I will get started on this next mediumship drawing. Okay. Here's the drawing. Now, there is a lot of red in this drawing. So red stands for the root chakra. It stands for stability, self-identification, family, the family tree, things like this. The red angel is the very first thing I saw. Obviously, you could see me drawing it in the previous clip. I do think that this is for a specific individual. It's not for everybody. I mean, if you do understand all the metaphors in here as far as like self-reflection, changes, things like that, of course, a little bit of this could speak to a lot of people, but I do think that this is actually a reading for a specific individual. So this is an angel, like I said. I believe she is an angel, but there's red all over the place. Red hair, red robes. There's some blue, it looks like it's tie-dye. Red lips. Once again here, this is a reflection of some of her red hair. I knew that this angel was going to be holding something, and it was just like, what is she holding? I mean, is it a sphere? Is it the earth? Is it a mirror? If it's a mirror, what's in the mirror? Is she supposed to be reflecting herself? Is she going to be reflecting back something else? So like, it's going to be an alien? Like, is she going to be reflecting back a version of herself that's green? There were so many things like running through my head, and it was really hard for me to calm down and to let this image come through. the way it's meant to come through. Anyway, so let's focus a little bit more on the color. So like I said, red, but then we also had purple here. We have, like, you know how some clergy members and priests or even graduates from university have this sort of like those robe things that they like hang off their other robes. This is something with triangles and lightning bolts. So she has some symbols coming down, and it would be coming down here and here, and then back twice on her back, like over her red robe. And her hair is it's like these tight curls that come down. And so I don't know if that's her literal hair or if that's supposed to symbolize some type of energy, something like that, but it's definitely red. Like I said, red all over the place. She's got huge wings that were mostly blue or light blue, and then some green in here. So it's a very colorful angel. I don't think I've ever really drawn an angel that's this colorful, but here we go. Okay, so this mirror, not only the mirror, but she has a halo around her neck. So whoever this is for, I think that they're learning their ability to speak, or their throat chakra is developing, or maybe that's one of their qualities that they already have that's really well developed. Their throat, their ability to speak and express themselves, it's already developed, or it's on the verge of developing, like this, because the halo is not around the head, it's around here. And she's looking at herself, and then we have this green ball here. I want to say orb, like it's a green orb. What does this mean? And I don't think it's actually here, it's only in the reflection. And so if somebody's looking at themselves, they're noticing a quality that it's not there in reality, but they can see it outside, like they can see or sense changes. So green is a heart color. It has to do with unconditional self-love and healing. So this angel might be talking about the healing journey of the individual that this is for, that they are growing, they are changing. I mean, I think a lot of people in the world right now during this quarantine time are changing, they're growing, and they're healing a lot in their own ways. So this could speak to a lot of people, but the halo around the neck is very specific. This here, I don't know if you can really see it that well, but it's kind of like, it's like a disc, but you're seeing it from the side. Okay, so this green orb. Okay, so it's glowing, it's blocking out the rest of her, like it's blocking out her red robe inside of the reflection, but it's not blocking out the halo around the neck. I mean, there's just, here we go. She's trying to speak. See, I think this individual has trouble speaking, and then this is maybe their their root, they feel unstable. They feel like they're going to be attacked somehow if they speak, so they're trying to speak their truth with love. I mean, I'm hoping that the person that this is for watches this video at some point and then reaches out to me and tells me what's going on here. And I was also wondering if this stood for Mother Earth, this green ball, because I think she's known as the green emerald planet or something, so, or green jewel. She's like a jewel. These stars, I don't know, there's a lot of energy, a lot of activity going on here. I'm not really sure what the stars mean, but they're gray, and then there's a little bit of purple. The background was supposed to be gray, and then by the time I colored it in, I was like, oh no, this would be wonderful as yellow. So I did this yellow up here, and then I had to continue to color yellow the rest of the way down. Like, that's how spirit art is. You just go with the flow. You get an idea and then you just go. Like, I saw the whole back of this angel like looking forward, and then I had to draw that. It was given to me. I didn't like think that up. Same thing with this background. I was just gonna do it this muddy gray, But by the time I got to this area, I was like, oh, this has to be yellow. This might just be having to do with somebody's really high energy level changes and things like this. There's a lot of fluctuation. I think there's a lot of symbolism here with the mirror, a lot of symbolism here with the throat halo, a lot of symbolism with this green orb. You know, maybe this green orb is something else completely. I'm not really sure, but I do think that this is a very interesting tie-dye robe. I've never drawn a red robe on an angel, and I've definitely never drawn a red and blue robe on an angel as though it's like tie-dye or something. Okay, so I have one more thing to say about this. What is the message? One of my friends always telling me it's very important to get the message out, which is for sure one of the top things of spirit art, the message. So whoever this is for, this is the message. You're going through a lot of changes right now. I was also getting another oracle card that had to do with changes when I was drawing this. Butterfly Maiden. Whoever is going through a lot of changes like this, you may not recognize yourself in the mirror. You may not recognize yourself. You're still you. And embrace the changes, okay? It's okay to change. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay that your tastes are different. You know, one day you love pasta, the next day you cannot stomach it at all. It's okay. If you feel like you're going to be attacked when you speak, it's okay. These are changes. They're nothing to be fearful of. You're still you. Just accept differing frequencies. Accept it. You're still you, even though sometimes you feel like you're not you. And if you need healing, then go for it. Because I also believe that you're healing yourself in a lot of aspects. So even though you don't recognize yourself in the mirror, you're still you. Angel, and if it's somebody that you know, or if you know this mirror, if you know what this greenish orb is in the middle here, maybe you've seen this before. Maybe you know somebody with an outfit with sleeves like this. So please reach out to me if this reading is for you. Also, this is her other wing that's kind of wrapping around. I really wanted to get more of the wings in here because they're so gigantic. So this is one wing and then the other wing around. Okay, so basically, if this drawing really resonates with you, please contact me. And anyways, I'll be back with another spirit drawing before you know it. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.